I'm pretty sure some of you guys have heard of this YouTuber named Kavra. He's basically a Roblox animation YouTuber that makes Roblox stories. He's also mostly famous for his very successful game called Kavra's Kingdom. And today I'm gonna be talking about the rise and downfall of Kavra's Kingdom. This is kinda like my first rant video, so yeah, subscribe. On January 24th, 2019, Kavra created a game called Kavra Kingdom, and of course it didn't really get that many players since it was pretty new at that time. It's a progressive game where you have to gain XPS and rank up to the highest ranks you possibly can. The game only gained like around 50 to 200 players on average, and it stayed like that for a while. When 2022 came around, that's when it became very popular. It's unknown how the game blew up in the first place, but I'm assuming that Kavra himself just spent a lot of Robux on advertising the game. But anyways, the game and the group itself started gaining attraction around the summer of 2022, or to be more specific, July 2022. The group started gaining on average 20,000 members every day, which is a lot of people. The group itself would eventually hit 1 million members on August 28, 2022. And the game's average was around 3,000 active players. It looked like the game was unstoppable after we have looked the game's rise and boom, right? Unfortunately, this is only partially true as 2023 came around. Before we start this chapter, I would like to clarify that the game also has their own official YouTube channel, which I forgot to mention. Sorry about that. Anyways, everything was doing pretty okay until the official Kavra, aka the Queen, for some reason, announced that the game will shut down in the middle or the end of May. Many people, including myself kinda, were very sad about this, of course, and on May 22, 2023, they officially shut down the game, never to be returned in the near future. However, what happened behind the scenes is just honestly diabolical. I'll be honest, after looking at these screenshots that Kavra had said, I think he's even worser than a literal pedophile or a groomer. I think it was the right decision for him to shut down the game completely. But anyways, let's get on with the chapter. This whole chapter I got was pretty much from a small YouTuber named GossKFG, so shout out to her for giving me the idea to make this chapter. The reason why I said that is because she made a video pretty much exposing Kavra's past behavior. I won't show the whole video, but I'll just show some clips that are relevant.
Kavra has shown ableist behavior against people with autism on a WhatsApp conversation, also calling them f***ed up in the head for bringing up a past situation of Kavra being exposed for doxing an 11-year-old. There is also the screenshot of the same WhatsApp conversation of Kavra later admitting to doxing the 11-year-old. This is in a Discord chat where Kavra, whose van on the screenshot, is saying that a person is dependent on the game, which is Kavra's Kingdom, fat-shaming people and accusing the person of talking to a pedophile. This screenshot contains Kavra saying that the person was rightfully fired from their roleplay game for being two-faced, when in reality it was because the person refused to give Kavra admin on a Minecraft server. It also contains Kavra making fun of their personal life, along with calling the person deluded and evil. This is after Kavra posted on their game's Discord saying how he was trying not to unalive himself and he ended up being sent to the hospital from hurting himself. He mentions the person's personal life again, saying how their life is shit and they should, quote, stay bitter. Kavra also rudely asked the person if they failed high school, which respectfully is none of their business. This screenshot contains Kavra accusing the person of being friends with a pedophile. Kavra requests on the person ending their own life. Kavra calls the person delusional, dependent on their game, again, and they tell the person to do something with their lives, knowing that all he does is sit there and make Roblox content for the past 5 years. This screenshot contains Kavra admitting to wanting admin on Minecraft and then tells the person that they will be banned from their game for, quote, not being honest. Kavra then goes out of his way and tells the person to stop protecting a pedophile, knowing that he also protects one who goes intoxicated within the company of minors and posts pedophilic content on their Twitter and or Facebook. In this screenshot, Kavra accuses the same person of writing a fake apology and spreading the screenshots of the past chat into other people's private messages. He also mentions how we're demonizing him because of his age and the way he's acting. I mean, you're 23 and you're acting like a child. Kevra accuses the person of having zero regard to how scary and damaging mental health is just because he's upset with the person. And he tries to victimize himself, saying how it was the worst day of his life and he will never forget the experience the person gave him. Do you guys see what I mean by he's childish? In this screenshot, Kevra explains that the person is lying to themselves and the person has never had a single issue in their life, being aware that he's a problem that they're having to face. Kevra says that the person doesn't have a single issue in their life, quote, because all they do is sit at home. Like, so do you, you're a Roblox YouTuber. Kevra tries to explain that the argument started because two people were, quote, found talking to a paedophile again, who has been exposed for talking to minors, knowing that your homeboy Nabs has also been caught doing the exact same thing. Kevra starts acting silly, saying, "That's why the whole thing started, you guys," and starts being utterly childish in general, despite him being a grown man, nearly in his mid-20s. Kevra tries to explain that the argument started because two people were, quote, found talking to a paedophile again, who has been exposed for talking to minors. In this screenshot, you can see Kevra blaming the person for putting him in the hospital when he knows the person can't even physically contact him because the other person is in a literal different country. Kevra also complains how the person puts him in their bio, talking about how karma will hit him, which it will. Kevra does a very famous manipulation technique where they explain how they've done nothing to them except do nice things when he has just been causing drama for himself. Kevra also mentions how the person is being petty when the only person who's being petty is him. Kevra mentioned the person's age again, saying how they went after him after losing a virtual rank, quote, at level 20. Like, honey, you're level 23 and you still act like you're level 9.
So yeah, that was basically it. Sorry if it was a bit too long than you expected. Again, if you want to see the full video for yourself, it'll be linked in the description. But yeah, it's honestly quite sad knowing that he was my childhood YouTuber back then. But like everything, nobody's innocent until proven guilty. Now let's move into our next and final chapter. In summary, Kavra's Kingdom was one of the successful games that Kavra has ever made. However, due to his disgusting past actions and immature behavior, it most likely made his game declined. And it's weird how he said that he's shutting it down because of his mental health, when in reality he's ruining other people's mental health. There are other games that are similar to Kavra's Kingdom, but will never beat the Kavra's Kingdom glory. Holy moly, I didn't even realize this rant video is 7 minutes long. Oh well, hope you enjoyed my first rant video. Peace.
My days are brighter, my shoulders are so much lighter. Just for a moment there, I thought that there was nothing more to life.